Hello and welcome. My name's Sam and this is the Little Greenhouse Creates. Thank you for joining me today. We are on our second card for the stamp set of the week, Beautifully Different. And we are going to create this card. It's got an embossed background and we have a bit of detail here from the dies for the butterfly wings. Now there are bits left over, so we will be able to create a second card, but we're going to focus on this one first and then we'll move on to that one. So let me bring in the supplies. Let's put that one up there, out of the way, and that one over there. So our supplies for today are, so I've got lemon lime twist. Now I've gone for a different size, different measurement here. So this is 4 inches by 11 and a half. And I've scored it at 5 3/4 and we've folded it. Oh, excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat again today. This is Poppy Parade. Now this measures 3 3/4 by 5 1/2, and I have a strip for the sentiment. I have actually used the die from the kit to cut out there. And I have, believe it or not, 3 pieces of white cardstock. They all measure 3 1/2 by 5 1/4. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our piece of card and we are bringing in our inks. Excuse me. So I've got Poppy Parade with a blending brush. I have Azure Afternoon, again with a blending brush. And then I've got Lemon Lime Twist with a blending brush. So I'm going to start with the lightest colour. And I'm going to open my pad. Now normally we blend across, but we're actually going to do it in blobs. So blending brush, and we're just going to do 3 blobs wherever we fancy it. One. Let's do one down here, 2. And then we're going to the 3rd one there. Now as you can see, I'm not really doing much detail. I'm just plopping it on and going for cover. So I've got the Azure Afternoon now. Tap that on there. I'm going to do it a little bit here. I'm making sure that it does go up to the edge. Okay, I don't want any white left once I've put all 3 on. So we are, there we go. Oh, hello. See if we can blend that a bit. There we go. And then the last piece we're going to put in here. So normally I would have started off in here and blended it down so we didn't get any of these rough marks. But I'm not worried about that today because when we cut out the detail butterfly, it won't actually show through. And then we've got the red. So again, let's put you out of the way. Tap, and let's see where we're going to go. A bit here. There's a bit here. Actually, we could probably blend that as a smile, really, couldn't we? And a tiny bit down there. Okay, so we have done our blending. And then what we're going to do is we are going to take our detailed butterfly, and we are going to take our body, and we're going to need 2 of these. We're going to run them through the cut and emboss machine, and it will come out looking like this. So as you can see, I've already taken all the bits out. So there's that one. Yes, I put those in the wrong way. And there's those ones. Okay, so what we've got left here we can use for another time maybe. So let us pop these aside. I want to get rid of all this fussiness. Let's, there we are. Get rid of that. And we can bring these back in. There we go. So the next thing to do is to take our second piece of cardstock, and we are using our embossing folder and our die cut. So what you need to do, open that up. This fits flat onto here, and it will lock. There we are, it's locked in. There's no movement. You're then going to put your piece of paper over the top, like so. What I like to just put my hand on there, turn over to make sure it's all covered, adjust it if it's not. That seems about right. Close it up, and then we're going to run that through the cut and emboss machine. That will come out looking like this. We don't need this bit for the moment, so we're going to put that over there. And then we've got these pieces. So what we're going to do is bring in our rest of our supplies. So taking the Poppy Parade, we're going to stick that down onto our card base, like so. So I'm going to use my multi-purpose. There we go. So it's not quite as warm as it was on Monday. The sun is shining, or trying to get through the clouds. I've got Bella with me today. She chased the cat, so she's in bad books. Bootsy's out enjoying what is there of the sunshine. Poor old Millie. She does get very upset when the big white thing chases her. Okay, so that's now going to be stuck down again. We just go around here, like so. Just want to make sure that the tiny bits have some glue on them. Not too much, because obviously we don't want those sticking up when the card is down. Okay, so turn that over, and then you can lay that flat onto our card base. There we are. Now we get to put our, come on, butterfly in. Going to be tilted. And obviously there isn't a lot of room, so all I'm going to do is run the glue just along there. I've just noticed I've missed one of those. Let's get my pointy tool and get that bit out. There we go, don't need that. Go in the bin. So I'm just going to run a bit of glue down here. And run the glue down. There we go, come on glue. There we are. And then I'm just going to make sure that my butterfly is in the correct position. There he is. And then I've got the two bodies. I think this one's probably going to be the best one. Like so. And what I'm going to do, again, I'm just going to run the glue down here. Come on, there we go. See, I don't want to put too much glue on. And that will go, and I'll just hold him there. Make sure he's up, his 10 eyes or her 10 eyes are up there, and wriggle that into the correct position. There we go. And there's our little butterfly. So that is the basis of the card. Quite simple once you've done your blending. We're now going to put our sentiment on, and I think I'm going to go with the Afternoon Azure. Keep hold of this, don't lose it. Where is it? There it is. So I've got the Happy Birthday from the stamp set. And then I'm just going to pop it there. There we are. So that works lovely. Gonna give that a couple of seconds to dry, and I'm going to pop this inside the card while that dries. Open that up, and that goes down there, like so. And then you can bring in your sentiment. So, just trying to work out where we could put it, because the other one I have got it down at the bottom, down here. I suppose that still works. Let's do that. Okay, so I'm going to put two dimensionals. I probably can get away with 3. Let's have a look. So we've got one that goes there and one that goes there. Let's pop that down and see how we're doing. I think we probably do need one there. Let's do that. Okay, let's take that, turn those over, and then we're going to pop that along. I have got these antique pearls. They're beautiful. I'm just going to put one on either end. Now, as I said on Monday, we have got a last chance list because the new catalogue comes out in May. If there's products that you want, like this beautiful bundle, you need to get onto my shop and order as soon as possible, because once they're gone, they're gone. And you really don't want to miss out on these. There you go. This set is not carrying over. So, as I say, once it's gone, it is gone. So that is our first card. Now, let's bring in our second card. So our second card looks like this. So what we need to do is to bring in our supplies. And I have got the embossing folder again. We do not need the die, but we do need that to go into here. Again, what you're going to do is you're going to hold that like so. Put it over, making sure you can see the butterfly is in the right place. And then we're going to run it through. Now, I haven't pre-done this one, so bear with me for a second while I just get everything ready to run it through ASAP. There was I thinking I was prepared. Never say never, eh? Right, so this is the plate that goes over the top. And you take all the other plates off apart from your base plate. See, mine's well used. You put your embossing folder down and that on the top, and then you run it through. So bear with me for 2 seconds. Here we go. And we can take that out like so. How pretty is that? So what we're going to do with that now is that will go over the top here. Yep, over the top here, like so. Lay it aside for a minute. That then gets popped onto this piece. Got a piece for the inside, and we have a piece for our sentiment. So the measurements are as follows. The base card is our normal, which is 5 3/4 by 8, and we'll score it at 4. We have 2 pieces of white cardstock, which measures 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. And then we have the blue, which measures 3 1/2 by 5 1/4. What we're going to do now is we're going to add our butterfly. Now, we could just leave him or her white, and we could just pop that on like so. However, what I did with the other card, which you can see here, is I ran my brushes over. I don't want the colour to be too dark, so I'm not putting any more ink on my brushes. I'm just going to go over them gently, and it will pick up whatever is left from the brush. There we go. Let's do that. There. And then what we can do now is I'm going to bring in the red, and I'm going to bring that in just gently over, and then the same on this bit. Perfect. So there is our coloured in butterfly. So let's bring these back in. So this now will get stuck onto here. Now what I've done with this one is I've just stuck down the middle. You could actually lift up the wings if you want to, so maybe we'll do that with our next one, with this one. So I'm going to run the glue down the body. If you want to, you could actually just run the glue down this bit. It's less bobbly. And then you can hover your butterfly over and you can stick him down. There we go. So that's that bit. Now we've got the body to put over the top. So again, just a bit of glue. Perfect. He will go over there, like so. Just going to make sure that the little antennae and antennae sit up in the correct position. So there is our butterfly flat. I'm going to take my dimensionals and I'm going to lift this up, because you can obviously do that, and I'm going to put one there, and I'm just going to bring that down so that gives it a little lift. Not going to lift this end, reason being the sentiment's going to go there, so I didn't want it to be too much of a rise. So I'm going to lift that again, and that one can go down there. You can see I'm just popping it down. What I don't want to do is unstick the bit I've already stuck, and just pop that down. So that lifts up the wings quite nicely. This can now be glued to our white, so let's do that. Perfect. Making sure, because it's such a bumpy embossing folder, I'm going to make sure that there's enough glue on there to hold it into place. Oops. Lovely. Perfect. Nice. Then what I'm going to do is I'm now going to fold this into half. Make sure it lines up. Bring in my bone folder. Burnish. Run it all the way around the edges. Like so. And then this can be stuck down flat onto there. So we really are making two cards. Quite quick and easy. I don't like to throw things away. It just seemed a shame to throw my little white butterfly away. She seemed so lonely. Right, and let's do the same with the sentiment. So again, I've got my little sentiment strip. I'm just going to give my afternoon azure covered happy birthday a clean. There we go. And then I'm going to use the poppy parade. So tap, bring that down, pop that into place. There we go. Let that dry for a second. We can stick in the inside layer, so let's just close that up. I don't need to put as much glue on this one because it's not that bumpy. And that opens that way. Oops, hello. And that just sticks down onto there. And now we can put our sentiment on. So again, we're going to use the three dimensionals. 1, 2, 3. It always amazes me. Even when I'm not videoing, I seem to count out my dimensionals. Right, you can go there. Is that straight? Looks a bit wonky. Right, she's stuck, so let's stick that one down flat and then we can wriggle the rest. There we go. And again, I'm going to use these beautiful antique pearls. Just wondering if I was going to still put them there or whether I was going to dot them around. I might just dot them around actually. Let's have a go at that. So I'm going to use the bigger ones this time. So I'm going to put one up here, one over here, and that one. Let's put that one there. Oh, look at that. I absolutely love that. So pleased with the way they've come out. So that is our first one, and that is our second. Well, that's our first card, and that's our second card. My question to you today is, if you were doing this card, would you have left the butterfly white, or would you have brushed it with the blend brushes like we've done here? Put your comments in the below if you would be so kind. I'd love to know your answers on that. I will be back on Friday with our funky fold, so do join me for then. Whatever you do for the rest of the day, happy crafting, and I hope to catch up with you very, very soon. Take care. Bye.